By transforming an object, you can change its position, orientation, or scale without changing its form. In this lesson, you will be learning the fundamental transformation commands move, copy, and rotate. The scale command is similar to rotate in that it needs a base point about which to scale the objects. I'll zoom out, and let's say I want to scale this red circle up. I'll select it, press Enter, and the command prompt says specify base point. I'll specify the center of this circle as the center of this transformation. And then if I move the mouse, you'll see that I can scale it up or down if I get further away from or closer to the base point. I can scale something freehand just by interactively moving the mouse and clicking. You can scale something with a scale factor as well. Click Scale, select another circle, press Enter, select its center as the base point, and type a scale factor. A scale factor of 1 means that it stays the same size. Scale factors larger than 1 increase the size of the object, like 2 would double the size of the circle, and scale factors between 1 and 0 will scale the object down. So I'll press Enter, and I've doubled the size of that circle. You can also scale with the reference option. So let's say we want to get this pentagon to match the size of the green edge. I'll use Scale, select the pentagon, press Enter, select this point as the base point, and then use the reference option. I could input a number if I knew exactly how much I wanted to scale the object up numerically, or I can do this graphically by specifying the reference length by clicking this point and this point, and then the new length will be determined by clicking this endpoint. The mirror command can be used to flip objects around a mirror line. I'll click Mirror, select some of these red circles, press Enter, and then specify the first point of the mirror line at the endpoint of this white line, and the second point of the mirror line down here. It says Erase source objects, yes or no? I'll say no. I need to pan over here to see what happened. The selected objects were mirrored about this line, and now they appear over here. So mirror is actually a copy command if you say, no, you don't want to erase the source objects. And it's more like the move command if you say yes, because then it would delete the originals. Let's try that again. Mirror, select these yellow triangles, press Enter, and then select these 2 points to define the mirror line. This time I'll say yes, go ahead and erase the source objects. So those triangles were flipped over here. You don't need to have a line drawn in space to create a mirror. I'll mirror these objects, Enter, from this point, and then I'll turn on ortho so I can mirror them horizontally, like this. And then I'll press Enter to create a copy of those objects about the mirror line that I drew here in empty space. Finally, the offset command is right here, and it works by specifying an offset distance. I'll say 1, Enter, then I'll click this line, and if I move the cursor on either side, you get a preview of what's going to happen. If I click over here, it's going to offset it on that side. The offset command continues, so you can click another object and offset it, and so on. I can offset this to the right. You can also offset polylines and circles, splines, and so on, just by selecting them and clicking outside or inside. I'll offset this triangle, which is a polyline. The form remains the same, but the size changes. So in summary, you now know how to manipulate objects freehand, or by using measurements, or with object snap relative to other objects. With practice, you should be able to transform objects into any position, orientation, or scale that you desire.